Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rising Phoenix Oracle. I'm T the Oracle. Let me go ahead and push this back. I know y'all don't want to be all up in my face. Okay. So as you can see by the title, I'm over here looking at my notes. Diddy, Kanye, and Jay-Z connection. All right. So if you've been living under a rock, there's so much that's been going on with Diddy over what I would say the past 6 months, since November, something like that. It's just an ever evolving case, ever evolving information. So it's gonna always be updates for that. Now, in addition, other people are being pulled into this because of who is suspected to be in connection, who has attended these parties, who has, I guess, have as much stake in it as him, in regards to wrongdoings and different things like that. So it's gonna forever, I would say, reel in or bring in other people that are connected to it. Okay. So in addition to that, now it's kind of, the rumblings have gotten a lot more louder over the last couple of weeks, but people have always been tying in the connection of Jay-Z with the Diddy case, because a lot of people have always said, okay, they're really cool, they're like best friends. You know, I guess Jay-Z's always at the white parties. Diddy is always at Jay-Z's annual party, and just a lot of things that, according to reports, they're like close, okay? And so of course a lot of people saying, okay, your skeleton's about to fall out the closet because people mention Kathy White. And then you have Jaguar, who's been divulging information for a very long time. People have been paying attention, but not paying attention to her until her interview recently, and that kind of opened a can of worms on a grand scale, which I guess you would say Jay-Z and Beyonce decided to speak up via attorney to kind of silence that information. Okay, now let's start with Kanye. So let's see here. Recently, there was some information being stated that, first it stated that he was getting a divorce, right? From his wife. I think her name is Bianca Censori or something like that. Then it just came out that his ex-assistant is suing him, I guess for assault or something like that. And she kind of she had a lot of details about certain things that happened. And then also recently was been revealed, I'm trying to get an understanding whether they're saying that his wife is saying that, or if it was revealed by the ex-secretary. I'm not quite sure. But they were saying that it was stated that Kanye was saying he wanted to, sleep with the wife's mother while she watches. I'm just like, what kind of weird shit is this? Like, there's just so much stuff that's coming out now that's just like, it's gonna be some stuff that's unbelievable that you need to believe. Then it's gonna be some stuff that's unbelievable that is just like, okay, now they throwing everything. People are just coming out the woodworks with just some bull. Then you have information that's just like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's gonna be kind of like a shit show where there's so much information that's being divulged. It's just like, okay, it's too much. I don't even know what's real, what's fake. It's just too much. And then you just start throwing everything out. You know, start throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's just too much. So I don't know if this is a tactic, if it's some type of, I guess you would say, method, or if it's just really all these skeletons falling out the closet. I have no idea, but we just gonna see. So let me see, do I have any questions lined up for that? Let's start with Kanye. Is he gonna experience a type of fallout, kind of like with Diddy? Like, has this opened a can of worms where everybody, all of these celebrities and entertainers, their business is going to be, what do you call it, out in the open or plastered for the masses to hear and judge? And, you know, a lot of people say they're happy that Hollywood is falling and these celebrities are finally being exposed, and the record industry and entertainment industry, and it's just evil, demonic, according to some people. So who knows? We're just gonna watch and see. However, in regards to Kanye, what's about to happen with him? You see this magician and a mirror. All right, it's in reverse. First thing that came out. And you have the 7th chakra archangel Uriel. That one is in reverse. Why did I say Ariel? Why am I thinking about Ariel? But Uriel. All right. Man holding a heart. The world in reverse. Pull 2 more. Blossoming abundance. Journey. For him, I feel like there's been things coming out. Give me just a moment. Hey. Go. All right. There have been some things that happen here and there that have come out, right? Recently or over the last couple of years about, you know, what's going on with him. Then you had his ups and downs with his mental health, his mental stability, and just different things like that. So is this the last straw, or is this the last thing that's going to come out? No. Are there going to be other things that could possibly come out on him? Yes. Are they going to be mind-blowing, I guess, in the sense of how Diddy's debacle is? Not necessarily so, but I do think that he will be accused of a lot more different things. One-on-one or personally, is it a whole ring or debacle like Diddy? No. But one-on-one personally with other people that he's come in contact with, yeah, I think other people will come out. But the funny thing about it is, you have this right here. This gives me a lot. This tells me, number one, that Kanye, even though a lot of people could say Kanye is clone, allegedly. Some people say that he done lost his mind. Some people say he don't know no better, you know, since his mother has passed away. He's just in a different, his mind is in a different space. He's in a whole nother level, which a lot of people do believe, and I can see that. You know, traumatic experiences can put you in a place where it changes you, either temporarily or permanently. Sometimes you can't recover back from it, right? So I do believe that certain situations, especially his mother's passing, has put him in an area where he just may not be right altogether. Now, is that an excuse? No. We all grown. We all have traumatic experiences in our life that'll throw us for a loop. But it's up to us if we want to get it together. Now, if you have some neurological and really some things going on in your mind where you need to seek help, you need medication and things to balance that out, then you need to take that so you can be able to function a lot more better and make better decisions in your life. Now, with this right here, this tells me Kanye is still Kanye at heart. He's like, shoot, like, I mean, I'm Kanye. Like, it is what it is. Like, when I get with people or I intermingle with people, it's always like consensual. Like, I don't have a need to take anything or do anything. That's him. He's like, I mean, I don't have to take anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's always consensual. That's his thing. And he may go into people being disgruntled or people against him or the industry against him or different things like that. But he's like, me, I don't have to go that route. I don't have to take nothing. You know what I mean? So that's him still coming out saying that. You have this 7 chakra card, Archangel Uriel, right here. And then you have the Magician and the Mirror. I know a lot of people ask, is he gonna ever really be Kanye again? Is he ever gonna recover? This right here is telling me no. You remember the Kanye when he first came out, like when it all falls down, college dropout, I believe. Kanye with the big jaws because he had the little accident with his mouth. Had the backpack on, kind of like a college boy. Very confident, highly confident of himself. Rhyme really good. Quick on his feet, good thinker, intellectual. Will that person ever come back around? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, if this is because of, like I said, the traumatic experience with his mother, or a combination of things that people believe of what happened in the industry, that could very well be. But with these cards, they're saying that he's not going back or ever be the Kanye that we knew in the very beginning. Something traumatic has happened to him. He has had different experiences, yeah. He's a little gone. He's a little gone. And I'm not quite sure if they said he takes medication. If he doesn't, he probably needs to, just to balance. But for him, I would say he needs to be on top of it himself, and don't trust other people around him too much to do that. But really handle it yourself. You know how us regular people handle certain things? We make our appointments, you know, the medicine. If you take medicine, the medicine that you take, you make sure that it is what it says it is, and what's on the bottle, and what it's for. You administer to yourself to make sure that's what you're taking, so nobody can take you out. You understand what I'm saying? So there are certain things that I think he needs to go back to square one to be able to function. But I don't think he'll ever be the Kanye that we knew in the very beginning, in the past, unfortunately. Yeah, so now in regards to other people coming out, like I said, I think other people will come out against him. It won't be a scandal like Diddy. However, you have this world in reverse, so that kind of signifies that things being turned upside down. I don't know why Kim is coming to mind. It's like, will Kim speak up? Will she cooperate with him and say, no, he's not like that? Or will she be quiet, or will she side with women? It's very interesting. For some reason, I keep feeling like Kim is like, I side with women. I side with women. You know, if it's in the background, or if she says it publicly, it's like, I side with women. I speak up for women. I'm on the side of women. I believe women. So that's an interesting side to take with your ex-husband and your children's father. Not to say that it's the wrong decision to make, because wrong is wrong. So no matter who is doing wrong, it's like, you know, if you're wrong, you're wrong. But, you know, a lot of times people tend to take sides of loved ones and different things like that because they are very close with that person. But for her, it seems like, I don't know, it popped in my head, like Spirit is saying, like, if she's ever asked, or if she has to, either in the forefront or behind the scenes, it's like she's siding with women instead of him. Now you have this card right here. For some reason, Kanye always comes out of things. Like, you remember when he said something, I forgot what it was, y'all correct me, but it was something about, did he say something about the U's with the J? The U's? Y'all know what I'm saying, with the J. Did he say something about that? Or the industry, or the higher ups, Illuminati, or something he said. What was it that he said that made him lose his deal with, was it, who he had his deal with? Was it Adidas or something like that, where his shoes? I forgot, y'all. I don't know all these people's information, but I just kind of remember that, where he lost it for a while, and I think he went back and apologized, and they gave him back his deal or something like that. I forgot what it was, but he's always able to bounce back to make his money. Now, will he bounce back mentally? Like I said, he not gonna ever be the same. But as far as just kind of like keeping his ducks in a row, making his money, being financially stable, he gonna always he gonna always stay in that. I have not looked at his chart, but I do believe he's just always destined to make money, have money, be in the spotlight, just have abundance of finances and different things like that. So even if he falls, he'll always come back up. I do believe, I don't read charts too much, I just kind of do it myself, but I do believe if somebody look up his chart, this is probably in his chart, he's destined to be a star and to make money. So he gonna always bounce back. Journey, this dude always on a journey, okay? He is always moving, and he reminds me of he's always transforming, right? But it's like, even though he evolves or transforms and he's ahead of time, or people say he's futuristic, it's just like something is always missing. He feels that too, and we as the people watching, we feel that too. It's just like always something missing with him. He feels it too. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull some confirming cards just to kind of confirm what we see. There is one card that failed. Pick this up. Harmony. Interesting. Let's pull some more. Not adding up. Independence in reverse. This is telling me that he doesn't trust people. He do not trust people. He barely trusts the people around him. He doesn't trust people. He thinks that people are shady, snakes. He does not trust people. It's almost like in a paranoid type way. It almost feels like he feels like people are out to get him, or always out to get him. Like he has to watch his back. He keeps his circle very small, or probably don't even have any type of real friends. He's just kind of like to himself, and that could be good or bad. And I say that because people who are very creative, people who fall along the art side, very intellectual, they stay in their mind, they stay in their crown chakra, that can be a detriment, because you begin to overthink and you begin to over imagine certain things, and sometimes things that are not there. And you create these scenarios and you create these issues within your head, and once you begin to manifest them and put energy into it, it's almost like you bring it out, and then you could be like, aha, I knew it. But it's like you kind of created this instance for yourself. He's one of those people that's kind of powerful, that can create and manifest certain things, so he has to be careful about what he manifests and what he thinks and what he speaks. Because if you're saying people are out to get you, and this could very well be true, but at the same time, if you're always paranoid and you thinking this person's out to get me, this person out to get me, then that's going to forever be the energy that you pull in. Now, if you know this to be true and you believe it to be true in your life, then what are the things that you're doing to offset that or get yourself from around those people and those energies? But I feel like he wants to, that's why he separates himself. But then at the same time, it's like it causes him to be a hermit or a recluse. And then you're not able to see reality for what it really is. You start making things up in your head, and it goes back into a circle, like I said, about somebody that's very creative and a thinker. And then, so like in his mind, it's like, okay, this is not adding up. You know, almost like a paranoia. That's what I get. That's what I feel. And then the independence is like, he may necessarily be right. There's always people around him watching him, watching what he does. And they may have him on a short leash. A lot of times when you sign contracts and partner with these companies and do certain things, you have obligations. You have contractual obligations of what you can and cannot do, what you can say and cannot say. And depending on what you believe in regards to the higher ups in the industry, you know, they may have him heavily guarded. And he may not be crazy about that, but may not know how to get out. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of what ifs that fall into this, you know, because there are a lot of avenues, scenarios, and alternates almost like alternate endings and alternate universes where this could happen, but also this could happen. You know what I mean? But yeah, and also I wanted to say this. I feel like Kanye is guided or protected. I feel like he's like really protected. I'm trying to see, did I pull it? I feel like he's protected. Let me get the confirmation card. But this just, it came to my mind, and I'm glad it came back to me because I didn't want to forget it. I feel heavily that he's protected. So even when he falls and everybody think he didn't fall off, and he comes right back up, he's like guarded, he's protected. Whether it's his ancestors, some may believe that it's his mother, or his spirit guides, or his guardian angels, whatever it is. It's like he is heavily protected. So you know how you can fall off a ledge and then a guardian angel or your spirit guide lifts you back up and places you back on top of where you were? That's like him. He is very, very, very protected, okay? And that's what the energies are telling me, the spirits are telling me. He's very, very, very well protected. He's connected to that protection, dependent. He's connected. He knows that he is protected. Even if we feel like his mind is not completely there, he doesn't understand certain things, he has a level of spirituality where he understands certain things. And deep down inside, that's what all of us, like sometimes we feel leery, we don't feel, we feel apart from our connection. And, sometimes we feel like we've fallen off, or we're not very well connected to our spirituality. But then we get pulled back, or we pull ourselves back in and do what we need to do to force that connection back again, that flow. He's like that, but he does know that he has a special protection. And look at this, divine feminine. So remember we said that could be his mother. It very well could be his mother. It is a divine feminine energy. So it could be like ancestors, guardian angels, or definitely probably his mother. Definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Don't want to make this video too long. Let's go ahead and roll into the Jay-Z connection. Only question we want to know is his can of worms going to come out sometime this year or next year? That's the only thing we want to know. We can do an update later. Is his can of worms going to fall out? More shuffle. Is Jay-Z's can of worms finally going to come out to the public? His dealings and ordeals with certain things that just ain't right, allegedly. First card, patience. Second card, yin yang. Third card, goddess of the moon. Oh, child. There's gonna be some disruption off top though. Door to value. There's gonna be some breakup in some relationships. Attachment in reverse. Financial constraints. He might be hiding money. He might be in the process of hiding money. He is a smart individual. More like his best friend Diddy. Just like I believe Diddy. I've said that before in another video. Y'all can see that. He probably has money in offshore accounts and different things like that. Jay-Z is not dumb. I believe he's allegedly put his money into safekeeping. So whether that's, transferring it into a trust for other people or your children or your offspring, or put money in other people's name or LLCs or whatever it is, whatever it is the rich do, because I don't know, because I ain't rich per se. I'm rich in spirit and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, detachment. So attachment in reverse, door to value in reverse, goddess of the moon. Some wrath is coming to him. Some wrath is coming to him, and it is divine feminine energy. Yeah, there's gonna be a shakeup. So either there's gonna be female lawyers, women to come out and say what he's done to them. Won't be surprised even if him and Beyonce separate or divorce. Because this yin and yang is in a reverse. So definitely will not be surprised if they end up separating or divorce, and also separating their finances, and Beyonce separating herself quietly from this situation before it actually blows. This patience card was the first card that comes out. In due time. In due time. Will it explode like Diddy? Possibly not. But remember what happened with Diddy. Cassie started off first, kicked the door down, and then here come everybody else and everything else. So patience. People say, it's Jay-Z's time next. It's Jay-Z's time next. There will be people who will come forward and start saying what's going on. Prime example just came to my mind. What is that lady name? Allie Carter or whoever it is. She's been saying this for years. Now people are paying attention to her. She even said she's basically afraid for her life, and you know, things have been happening and certain things like that, but she's been saying things about the industry, about Jay-Z and other people. Allegedly. This is her words, right? So things are gonna start falling apart, coming apart, but also separating, conscious separation, with him separating his finances, separating himself, and doing certain things that he needs to be able to save his finances for his offspring, his family, and different things like that. Him and Beyonce separating their finances and even possibly their relationship as well. But from what these cards look like, sir, you got that much time. It's coming. Due process in due time. Peace.